What is up, YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 17 Back-to-Back Battles. Today we are still using Ryota's World Championship team that he used to win the Pokemon 2017 World Championship. And if you haven't checked out the last episode, I highly recommend go checking it out. But this team has already gotten us 3 wins, so it's looking pretty solid. Of course, we are still on the lower side of the ladder just because it is a new battle spot season. So let's look forward to some good games as we climb up higher, hopefully. Or maybe we go down lower, who knows. But also, if you want to go check out the team, you can check out the blog and the QR code down below, as well as you can check out Ryota on Twitter and go give him a follow. I highly recommend doing so. Anyway, let's just get started. 3 wins, 1548, not bad, but it could definitely be better. So let's see if we can pick up some of those victories. This team has probably, I don't know, I just love this team. It's really well designed, I feel like, and yeah, I just really love this team. Like, it really plays interestingly. It's kind of funny. It kind of reminds me of like, I guess it kind of reminds me of like Inosh's team back when he, because Inosh was like, I don't know, what was that regional? I don't remember what regional it was. Inosh, a player who got top 8 at the 2013 World Championship, brought Tapu Fini. I don't remember which regional it was. I think it was San Jose. I believe it was San Jose. It was a Cali regional. I just don't remember what it was back in like early January of the format, or was it like February or something. And then Tapu Fini started rising. He uses like Marowak Tapu Fini core, and that kind of what it makes me remind of. I think he also had Crocodile, if I was correct. So I think he had Kartana over Celesteela, and I think he had P2 over Whimsicott. I don't remember what he had for Coco, but yeah, this kind of reminds me of it, and I remember I loved playing that team. That team was so much fun. So let's see if we can actually pick up some victories in today's episode, as I hope it doesn't take us like forever to actually find a battle again, because after this I'm going out to dinner with a few friends, so I do want to find some games quickly because I do have to get ready, as we can't find a battle. Great. Battle spot. It's only I'm not in like 17 to 1800. I don't get why it's hard to find a battle, but we'll be right back till we find another battle. Alright, we have found someone. Zog from the United Kingdom, 1571 rating. So, oh man, I remember. Okay, so Zog is someone I do know. I'll link his Twitter down below. I don't remember his accomplishments off the top of my head. I'm gonna look at Twitter and actually see if I can remember, because I honestly don't. No, he doesn't list his accomplishments. But I believe he did qualify in Worlds for like 2011, like back when VGC was like kind of brand new at the time. So let's see, this should definitely be an interesting match, using the team of Tapu Koko, Metagross, Pelipper, Buzzwole, Golduck, and Garchomp. So this is, I believe, the Saxlad's team he used to win regionals. So this should be an interesting team. Nature's Power Whimsicott does so well on this matchup. It actually does so well on this matchup that I don't see a reason not to bring the Whimsicott Tapu Koko. Like, Whimsicott Tapu Koko just kind of destroys this team. That could be a bit obvious though, so maybe I don't want to. Although I think it's just very solid against this team in general. I think Tapu Fini definitely in the back. Tapu Fini can take hits and also just do a lot of damage. Last Pokemon, I'm thinking Crocodile. Crocodile does seem very solid in this matchup. Celesteela's alright in the matchup, I guess. Kinda walls the Metagross. You know what, I'll go Celesteela, why not? I'm just used to Celesteela more than Crocodile, because I don't know what I would exactly do. Especially since, actually, if I remember correctly, it's not weakness policy on the Metagross. If I remember correctly, it was on Wildland. So I would assume the item would be changed, to be honest. I'm not exactly sure. I would definitely assume the item would be changed, to be honest. Let's see here, though. I'm going to leave Tapu Koko Whimsicott here against my opponents. I wouldn't assume you leave Ducks here. It's Pelipper Golduck, though. Okay. Which I don't think I exactly mind. Question mark? Because, okay, so this is kind of a interesting mind game turn 1, because I could just Tailwind here. Actually, do I need to? Okay, the problem is Golduck could protect here. I do have just Nature's Power, which could probably KO this Golduck, but also the fact that Pelipper could just go for a Hurricane here or a Tailwind and Golduck can protect. So it's interesting because I don't know if I want to attack right away, but I think I'll just try to... Safe play is just a Nature's Power, but if he protects, that's bad. I think the safe play is just a Tailwind protect? No, Pelipper should not be protecting. I'm going to double up the Pelipper. I think I'm actually going to make an aggressive read here. Hope that the Golduck protects or switches out. It doesn't. Okay, he got me. So Thunderbolt's going to come out into Pelipper. If I actually went for the attack in the Golduck, I would have been in a really good position. But I'm pretty sure Hydro Vortex and Hurricane's going to come out. So I think I just put myself in a really bad position. Okay. That was definitely a solid play by him. Just wasn't sure if Golduck would protect. Because if you lose Golduck, turn 1... Like, that was definitely the 50-50 I had to call. Whether Golduck would protect... Or I guess it could switch out, so it might not have been a 50-50. But I thought either Golduck would either attack or it would not want to take this hit. So that's basically the 50-50 I took. But, maybe Garchomp would come in potentially. Hurricane's going to come out. Yeah, I thought Garchomp might have came out here. That's the reason why I thought. Because maybe he was switching to Garchomp and go for the Hurricane and Whimsicott. But unfortunately that doesn't work out for me. So now I'm in a really, really bad position. I can go into Feeny here. And I can go into Celesteela. Yeah, but this is not a good position. Especially since I lose to Tapu Koko in the back. I think I just got body turn 1. Should have just made... Actually, since I had the Z move, Z Nature's Power, does it KO to protect? I don't think it KOs to protect, even Electric Terrain. If it does, though, that probably was my best play then. So maybe I am feeling a bit dumb. But I'll just click Muddy Water here, and I'll click Leech Seed, I guess, just to gain a bit of recovery. Golduck can't really do anything anymore, other than maybe an Encore if it carries it. So Hydro Pump's going to come out, which is going to do a decent amount to the Celesteela for sure. That does about half. Brine, it's faster than my Tapu Fini, and Brian's actually able to pick up the knockout. So that should be game, because I'm pretty sure Tapu Koko's in the back, and yeah, I really don't like how I played this turn 1, but good game to Zog. Yeah, this game is definitely over. I don't think Tapu Fini can come back. I don't know what he has in the back, but I definitely don't expect Tapu Fini to beat it. Maybe Buzzwole. Maybe if it's like Buzzwole and Metagross just I am able to avoid all its attacks. Maybe I could win that way, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I'm pretty sure you bring... Well, do you bring Koko here? I guess you could not bring Koko. Garchomp's going to come out. Okay, so that's probably not Koko. I don't remember what Garchomp this was, if it was Scarf or not. I'll just go for Muddy Water. Like, no matter what, I just click Muddy Water, I guess. Maybe there's a way I can win. I have no idea. Golduck just goes for Hydro Pump. Okay, so if Earthquake knocks his out, or maybe a Sectonic Rage, I don't know. No, he's Poison Jab. Oh yeah, he locks himself in a Poison Jab. Why would you lock yourself in an Earthquake? Okay, so Poison Jab's going to come out. Maybe a Muddy Water crits to Garchomp, and crits to Golduck. Misses the Golduck anyway, so I lose the game here. But if it critted the Golduck and maybe the last one's Buzzwole, like if I double crit here, or maybe got an accuracy drop, I could have potentially won. But yeah, that's good game to Zog. Okay, maybe, okay. So, I'm trying to recap. I definitely got destroyed that game 1, but like, I guess the best play I could have done, which should have, okay. The play I was thinking of in my head for the turn 1 mainly was thinking about Tailwind Protect, because you don't Tailwind with Pelipper there. You never Tailwind with Pelipper when I have Nature's Power. You definitely go for the Hurricane there. But the question was like, I think the main question was like, if I Tailwind Protect, he knocks out my Whimsicott, what do I do from there? Because yes, I can file discharges, but I would have to discharge in a Celesteela or my... I guess maybe just bringing Celesteela was a mistake. I think bringing Celesteela was a mistake. I should have brought Crocodile. Maybe I should have thought about that more, because if Whimsicott goes down, I could just discharge Crunch the following turn. He doesn't exactly have a switch in other than Garchomp, and that would be fine since most likely was Scarf Garchomp on that team, so it was probably easier to handle. Especially since it can't protect, so maybe I think the correct play there for me was just the Tailwind Protect there. I think it was just a mistake, especially since I was dealing with some 50-50s, like whether the Golduck would attack, but it does make sense, because if Golduck protects or switches out and I double up the Pelipper, that's really bad for my opponent, so yeah, I feel kind of silly for that. Easy mistake I did. Oh great, we're facing rain again. Tapu Koko the Pelipper, Golduck, Raichu, Tapu Lele, and a Mischievous. That's a really rare team, the Mischievous part especially. But this is Rain plus Raichu stuff. This is going to be an interesting match for sure. What do I want to do here? Crocodile does a lot of work if I get Tailwind up, which is exactly what I want to do. I think I'm going to lead Tapu Koko plus Whimsicott, which is very solid. Actually, I could just lead Tapu Koko plus Tapu Fini. No, Whimsicott plus Tapu Fini is fine. I think Tapu Koko in the back, and I think I want Crocodile. Yeah, because I definitely think you bring the Rain mode. I think you bring Raichu. The question is, I don't know what... Maybe Lele in the back. I could definitely see Lele in the back, but you definitely bring Rain mode because the Raichu, Lele, Koko part of the team does struggle against Marowak. And yeah, that's the main reason why. So let's see what my opponent's going to bring out as the lead. It's going to be the Pelipper Golduck. Okay. So my opponent can knock out Tapu Fini turn 1, and that's like really good for me. I think I could just go for Muddy Water. I could probably just go for a Muddy Water and just... or actually no, I could just go for Gleam, I guess. Yeah, Gleam, there's no drawback to Gleam since I can't miss a Gleam here. Like... Yeah, and I break Pelipper's Focus Sash no matter what, even if he gets Tailwind up. I'm pretty sure he just goes for maybe Hydro Vortex and a Fini, or he might switch out, but I'd rather go for Gleam here, break the Sash on Pelipper, then KO it with Nature's Power the following turn. Although I might not need to switch into Tapu Koko actually in order to KO, as Pelipper is going to withdraw, which is okay here, as the Tapu Lele is going to come in, which is a strange play, I guess. Well... Actually, wait, I don't remember who moved first between Tapu Fini and Pelipper. Pelipper was the slower one. I guess that does make sense, because the fact if I switch on to Koko, I can KO your Golduck. As Ice Beam goes into the Whimsicott, great. As I'll be able to get the Dazzling Gleam off. This will be able to do a lot of damage to this team. And now I could just go for a Z Nature's Power, I feel like, because it will KO the Golduck through Protect, and I can just switch in the Tapu Koko. He does exactly have a good switch in. I think pretty much anything on his team other than maybe Raichu. I don't know if Koko will survive this, but I know Raichu will. Probably has better defenses than Koko. So, actually I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm going to bring out Koko though and just go for the Z Nature's Power because it will KO the... it will KO through Protect. I get to dodge a Psychic, which definitely won't be able to KO my Whimsicott thanks to no terrain. So we do see the Golduck protecting, which is good because I get rid of Golduck right away. And now this is looking really good. This is looking really good. Z Nature's Power is going to come out. This should definitely KO the the Golduck through Protect at 50%. I actually do want to do the calc though. I'll probably do it after the video of whether the Gigawatt Havoc does KO through Protect on full. I really doubt it though in the Electric Terrain. Even in the Electric Terrain, I don't think it's going to KO. Whimsicott is just not the strongest mon, even if this is modest max special attack. We do knock out the Golduck here though, which is really good. So at least that's 50%, I know that. Let's see what Lele goes for. Probably a Psychic, or maybe a Moonblast. Just goes for the Psychic though, into Whimsicott. That's not going to pick up a knockout because we are max HP. Yep, I don't even think it would have KO'd even if we weren't max HP. So that's really good. Pelipper's over... Raichu's going to come out, okay. So Raichu is fast, yet I don't know if that's Scarf Lele or not. But what I could do here is just Tailwind here. I could just Protect. Actually, Protect is fine. Yeah, Protect is fine. I can go out into my Crocodile here. I guess to play... I guess I am thinking Scarf on this Lele because usually this is like a hyper offensive team you would kind of assume would be Scarf on Lele. So I want to go with the switch into Crocodile here and go for a Tailwind here. Just because I dodge a Psychic, I dodge a Fake Out, I dodge pretty much anything other than a Moonblast I would go into Koko potentially. So... There's no Z move coming out because we already saw that there's no Z move. Oh, jeez, that's an annoying fly over there. Fake Out's going to come out, targeting on the Koko slot, interestingly enough. Psychic's going to go out into Whimsicott, okay. So I want to get a Tailwind up for sure. I definitely do want a Tailwind up. And I think I'm going to go for a Crunch into the Raichu slot. I don't know, Raichus don't really carry Protect. And I'm more worried about something like such as a, oh, do carry Protect. So you don't carry Encore. Okay, that's good to know in the future. So, I get a Tailwind up, which is really good. And now I can go for, what? How do I want to handle this exactly? Best play is probably just to attack the Pelipper with a Nature's Power, which if I think my opponent switches into Lele, yeah, no matter what, I think Crunch plus the Psychic will be able to knock out Pelipper since we are in Psychic terrain. That's what's a Mosquito, I think. Okay, just stays in, doesn't switch out, so Thunderbolt will be able to bring Pelipper down to its Focus Sash, and I don't think this Raichu has anything for this. Oh yeah, we can get the Para, I forgot. What is that? Shattered Psyche. Yep, that's Shattered Psyche. Gonna go out into my Whimsicott. Oh wait, we didn't see the Z move. Right, my opponent never went for a turn 1. So that was kind of a mistake on my part, but then again, it didn't really change anything in the game. It really didn't. And Shattered Psyche is gonna come out and target down my Whimsicott. So Whimsicott's gonna go down, and that's kind of what I don't like about hyper offense teams with like Raichu and Rain on the same part of the team. The reason is because Raichu likes to Z move to pick up a KO, and so does Golduck. So you're gonna have like a lot of games where you bring the 4 Pokemon, and then you have to struggle like, who do you want to use your Z move with? And if you waste that Z move, you're in a lot of trouble. So I want to bring in Feeny here 100%. I definitely want to bring in Feeny here because I don't want to bring out Coco just because of the fact that if I bring out my Coco here, the terrain changes to electric typing, and I don't want that to happen. Actually, no, if I brought out Coco, it would went to psychic terrain anyway. So that might be my bad, yet it should still be Scarfalele, I presume. And I can go for a Moonblast plus Crunch. I should be able to outspeed a Scarfalele because this Feeny does have a lot of speed in it. And Raichu can't really do anything, and yeah, I'm most likely going to protect and hope that Lele can survive an attack and get a Moonblast off in a Crocodile. But Crunch is going to be able to finish off this Lele, I think. Nope, but the Moonblast will. So Moonblast is going to come out, finish off this Tapu Lele. I guess I could... Wait, did I have my Z move? No, I used it on Whimsicott earlier. Right, so I couldn't Tectonic Rage to protect, which actually I think might have actually been able to knock out Raichu. It's like so weak. Raichu's so weak. So I can go for Moonblast here into the Raichu as well as a Crunch. I don't think he has he doesn't have a way to target down Crocodile. We saw Psychic. Fake Out, Protect. You most likely have to assume the last move is a Thunderbolt. So that's going to be good game to Blue. Definitely, I think I played better in that game than I did game 1. Like game 1, I'm like, I'm still a little bit mad about it, but at least I learned. At least I learned what I should do in the future if I ever face like that kind of team variant again. So, yeah, let's just continue. I also keep forgetting that Pelipper's now decide to run Timid over Modest just because like, honest Pelipper's so easy to outspeed with like anything. Like Arcanine can outspeed it with just very little investment, so you run like Timid just to help with like outspeeding some of the standard stuff like Arcanine, Phoenix. As we are gonna find a interesting team. This is definitely an interesting team. Weavile, Tapu Koko, Marowak, Tapu Fini, Aerodactyl plus Metagross. This is a very, very strange team. I don't remember. This should be Timid Koko, right? Is Timid Koko? Is this Timid Koko versus stats? 182. It's Modest Koko. I thought it was Timid. Okay, that actually makes things harder because now I don't speed tie with the Aerodactyl at least. Tapu Fini does really well with my own Marowak, ironically. There's nothing really my opponent can do against it. Okay, I wonder if it's like a fling strategy with weakness policy. I'm not exactly too sure. I think Tapu Fini is a very solid lead, as well as maybe Crocodile is a lead. Crocodile could lead. I think it's very solid with Marowak and Tapu Koko in the back. I don't think Whimsicott does too much work. Neither does Celesteela. Like, I don't think those two Pokemon really do as much work as I would like them to. Although I think Celesteela might have been handy just because it's a good muddy water switching. Yeah, like the opposing team might be in trouble. I think maybe I should have brought Celesteela. But we'll see how it happens. His own Tapu Fini is definitely going to be trouble. I'm going to have to get a Tectonic Rage off at some point as my opponent leads the Weavile and the Tapu Fini. So I don't know if this is Specs or Calm Mind or anything, but I'm just going to fire off a Dazzle. Yeah, I think a Dazzle is the best play. I could also just go into Koko. Like, there's no drawback to going into Koko. I don't know who he fakes out, though. I think I just Gleam. Is it worth sacking Crocodile here? Like, Crocodile hits too much. I think it's too valuable. I don't want to switch in Coco to a Specs attack either, so I think he might faint here though. If he has faint, that's problematic, but I'm gonna make the safe play anyway. If I lose Crocodile, so be it. I have my Tapu Koko in the back, and I could... This is gonna be a problem if he has faint and he Specs. That's definitely a problem, but let's see here. It's Scarf! Okay then. That's game changing. So it's Scarf Tapu Fini, that's really good to know. Probably Scarf Soak, okay. Actually, was there a way to reveal that? No, because Intimidate went after the Tapu Fini, I knew that, but Tapu Fini could have been like max speed for all I knew. It's Focus Sash Weavile. Did it attack in a Crocodile? I don't remember. Looks like it did. So that's pretty good for me, like really good for me. To be honest, I only need Tapu Koko to hit the Fini and the Weavile, and I don't really need it for anything else. Crocodile's more valuable at this rate. So I think I'm going to sack my Tapu Koko here, because Tapu Koko really doesn't do anything else. As Weavile's going to switch out into the Aerodactyl. Okay, so that's fine here. That's definitely fine here, because I'm able to get a Dazzling Gleam off onto the Aerodactyl, which, you know, damage is damage. Like, damage is damage, I'll take it. And I get a lot of damage on the Fini. It's racking up, so Marowak plus Crocodile is looking very solid in the in-game of how I'm looking at it right now. Muddy Water is going to come out. Doesn't miss. I'm hoping no accuracy drop, or if it's an accuracy drop, just don't beat a Fini, because I think the Fini is important. Nice. No accuracy drops. Dazzling Gleam going to come out. Finish off this Fini with a crit. Very unfortunate crit for my opponent. I also don't know if the Aerodactyl had Wide Guard or not, but I could definitely assume it could potentially have Wide Guard because of the fact my opponent's team is so weak to spread moves. A Weavile's going to come out. I think I'll just Dazzle plus T-Bolt. Actually, I'll just Dazzle here and just switch out into Crocodile. Because now I can actually save my Tapu Koko, since I could just switch out into my Crocodile, because these Pokemon really don't do too much. Could be an Icicle Crash plus, I guess it could be an Icicle Crash plus the Wide Guard here, I guess. We'll see here, though. No, just a Fake Out into the Tapu Koko slot, and what? A Z-Move from Aerodactyl? Supersonic Sky Strike, and I'm betting that's going to go in a Fini slot, so this Crocodile switching worked out a lot better than I was anticipating, but yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting this. An Aerodactyl using Supersonic Sky Strike? What move is that? It's still Fly, right? I assume it'd be Fly. Does Aerodactyl get Sky Attack? It might. Would that be Sky Attack? No, I think that's Fly. That has to be Fly. It did too little to be Sky Attack. We do get the Dazzling Gleam off. That will be able to finish off Weavile plus Aerodactyl. So nice, nice, nice. Get rid of those two Pokemon. Those two Pokemon were definitely big threats. And let's see what the last last Pokemon will be. It's going to be Marowak. So Crocodile should have this secure. I'm going to say Fini just in case. Yeah, I really didn't need Tapu Koko as I assumed. It just wasn't really important in the late game. I'll just go for Tectonic Rage and just switch out into my my Koko and just sack it, because I don't need Koko at all in this matchup. And the Marowak will be going down to Tectonic Rage. Yep, no Protect. So, Tectonic Rage will come out, and goodbye the Marowak. Yep, definitely goodbye. The Tectonic Rage will be able to finish off this Marowak, and that'll be a good game. So, I think this is a shorter episode than normal. I think this is only 20 minutes in. I think I'm going to do one more battle. I might regret it, to be honest, but we're going to do one more battle. The only reason why I might regret it is because, for all I know, it's going to be a really long battle. And I know a lot of people like shorter videos and tend to not watch through it all to the end. But if you people do watch my videos daily and watch them to like the end, or at least the end of the third game, I really do appreciate that. You people are the homies. So, let's go. Let's see if we can get another win. Maybe it will make up for the first game mistake. Let's see. Hopefully we can find battles quickly. I like how we're finding games quickly now. I feel like, I don't know. I don't feel like you should have a hard time finding games in high 1700s, 1800s. Especially that late in the season, man. It shouldn't take forever to find a game like that. I don't think it should. So, we find someone nice, 1483 from the United States of California, I believe. With the team of Ninetales, Marowak, Celesteela, Tapu Fini, Togedemaru, and Garchomp. Okay, that's really interesting. Usually it's an Arcanine over the Marowak. 2 Lightning Rod uses is also very interesting. But we have Discharge. Discharge is going to come in very clutch here. Like, very clutch. We have our own Lightning Rod, which is really good. I think Tapu Koko is a very solid lead. Tapu Koko plus... Do I want to lead Tapu Koko plus Tapu Fini? No. Do I? No, it really doesn't do anything. Celestia is very solid in this matchup if I'm able to get rid... Oh, wow. Okay, we're not facing that opponent then. I think... there was 5 Pokemon I want to bring, to be honest. I want to bring Crocodile. Maybe I wouldn't bring Marowak. I know Marowak could be good against this team. I don't know what I would brought, but since he DC'd, we take that win anyway. So let's see if we can find one more game, because we didn't actually play that game. We actually didn't. So we're gonna play one more game. Hopefully it's a quick one, and let's see. Let us see. So yeah, it's definitely interesting. I don't know why we've been facing a lot of double Lightning Rod users. I don't know what that's about, man. David from Spain with 1573 will be our last opponent today. Bring Arcanine, Celesteela, no Crocodile, Tapu Koko, Muck, Garchomp, and Porygon 2. So I really like. I think I'm gonna like this matchup. I think I am. I can at least think, right? Very solid lead is actually just Crocodile, Celesteela. It kind of handles everything in my opponent's team. Do I want the Tapu Koko? I kind of don't need Tapu Koko. I think Marowak plus Tapu Fini will just be able to get the job done. I am really worried about that Muck though. Like, Muck is definitely a threatening Pokemon for this team. If you can't tell, I have 3 fairies plus a Marowak, and Celesteela doesn't really appreciate getting knocked off, so I definitely have to bring Crocodile in this matchup. I want to bring Marowak because it helps against the Tapu Koko. It's also a check to Celesteela, and also can help against the Porygon 2, I guess. I want to bring Tapu Fini because of the fact that just, you know, the ability to spam Muddy Waters, to Flare Blitz switch in. Well, Marowak is as well, but Muddy Water is pretty good. It can switch into Garchomp comfortably, not that comfortably. It takes a lot from Earthquake since it's a more offensive Tapu Fini. So yeah, let's see what my opponent's gonna bring though. What could I see from my opponent? What could I see? What the? Okay, I thought I heard something, and I definitely did hear something. I just don't know what it is. Remind me to hunt down the mosquito later. I definitely have to hunt down the mosquito. I hate mosquitoes. I don't know why, man. Well, I think everyone knows why people hate mosquitoes, but I don't know why it's in the room. Arcanine Porygon 2 is going to lead. Okay, that's really good. Against my Celesteela plus Crocodile, and that's really good here because I could probably just taunt the Porygon 2 to prevent the Trick Room from going up. And Leech Seed the Porygon 2, expecting a... Yeah, it's slower Arcanine, so it's probably not Banded or a Life Orb, because then it would be faster than my Crocodile. I could see Ice Beam coming out though, which wouldn't be good. Actually, I think the best place to switch out Crocodile to Fini, because I already got the Intimidate off into Arcanine, and I'm just going to start weakening this Porygon 2. Definitely going to start weakening this Porygon 2. I don't know if you go for the Trick Room, but I would, if I was my opponent, I would go for the Ice Beam. I want damage on this Crocodile. Crocodile's stopping my Muck. Muck is a Pokemon that can win this game. If I'm able to knock out the Crocodile and weaken the Celesteela, which is why I want to, 1, start pressuring this Porygon 2 with the Leech Seed. Leech Seeds really help. 2, I get to spam Muddy Water into Arcanine the following turn anyway, and I already got the Intimidate off. So this Arcanine's not going to be doing too much to Celesteela unless it's like really slow Life Orb Band. I don't think that's a set, but we'll see here. Snarl would be okay here. I don't really mind. Arcanine's going to withdraw. Is that Muck? Garchomp. Okay, so this works out too in my favor as well. And yeah, just an Ice Beam into my Tapu Fini. So good damage, good damage. Leech Seed is going to come out. Nice, nice, nice. I kind of wanted to Leech Seed to Garchomp turn 1. It might be AV if it just hard switched out. Or maybe wanted to preserve the Intimidate for later in the game. But we get the damage on the Porygon 2, which is really nice. I can go for a Gleam here, I feel like. And a Leech Seed, I guess, into the Garchomp slot. I don't know. Tectonic Rage is going to hurt. It's not going to knock out Tapu Fini by any stretch of the imagination. I don't really need Tapu Fini in this game either. Poison Jap's going to come out, so I assume it's Scarf then. Or maybe Assault Vest. That really doesn't do too much, which is really nice. Here's a Dazzling Gleam, which does a good amount of damage. It's definitely, ooh, Thunderbolt. Okay. Tapu Fini survives though, which is good. And I get Elite Seed off. So this is definitely AV Garchomp if it took the Specs Dazzling Gleam that well. And I'm able to get a Elite Seed off, which is really good because now this Garchomp gonna be slowly whittled down here. Do I want to save my Tapu Fini is the question. I could go into Crocodile, but I am expecting Earthquake Ice Beam combination. Although I could see like Rock Slide. I think Marowak's a safe play no matter what. I need Crocodile alive, so I definitely don't want to switch into that. And I'll just Heavy Slam the Garchomp. Even if Garchomp doubles out an Arcanine or just decides to Rock Slide, as long as it doesn't EQ. And even if it EQs, you EQ on Porygon 2, so you're weakening it even further to where I could probably just pick up a knockout easily, because Porygon 2 is definitely an annoying Pokemon to deal with right now, especially with T-Bolt. So I'm going to go to Marowak because it also prevents the Porygon 2 from going for Thunderbolt onto my Celesteela. So anyway, I'm still in a pretty okay position here, as we're going to probably see, oh, Muck coming out. Okay, so we know all of my opponent's Pokemon. Muck is going to come out here, and the Garchomp Earthquaking your own Muck. Okay, I'm okay with you predicting my Marowak come in, but why would you switch into Muck then? Like, that damage is so crucial on that Muck. It's not even funny. Like, that damage is what I need. And you left Porygon 2 really low. So, this is actually fantastic for me. Especially since I might be able to pick up the knockout onto this Garchomp. I'm not going to with the Heavy Slam, but with the Leech Seed. Yeah. Very crucial damage. So, goodbye, Garchomp. Goodbye, Garchomp. And this Celesteela is healthy. This Celesteela is healthy. This is looking really good for my team. This is looking real good. Of course, the problem is I don't know who's faster between Marowak and Muck. This Marowak does have speed. This Muck could be fast though. Arcanine could come in, I guess. I don't know. Question mark. I don't get that play. I get the Earthquake predict, like the Marowak was kind of obvious and he hit Crocodile. I don't get the fact you leave your Porygon 2 weakened. Plus the fact you Earthquake your own Muck. I don't get that. So let's see what my opponent's going to bring out here. It's going to be that Porygon 2, so if I could get a Flare Blitz off, that's really good for me. I'm just going to Flare Blitz Leech Seed, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to Flare Blitz Leech Seed the Porygon 2. And that will definitely be able to... That should be able to pick up the knockout unless the Arcanine comes in, but I feel like that would be okay, I feel like. Yeah, that would be okay in my opinion. So Flare Blitz plus Leech Seed here is a very safe play. It also catches an Arcanine on a switch-in. I don't know, my opponent's trying to bait me into targeting that slot. I could definitely see that kind of play, but we'll see here. And I already got the chip damage on Muck that I need for like my future. Oh, he has Shadow Sneak. Okay, that does change things. Shadow Sneak's gonna come out. Does knock out Marowak with a crit. I actually don't know if that crit mattered or not. It might have. T-Boat's gonna come out. Oh, that's actually so good. That is so good. Okay. Don't para. Nice. Nice. Nice, Celesteela. Nice. Nice. Okay. This is really good now. This is really good now. What I can do is go out into my Crocodile. Actually, it's interesting. We saw Thunderbolt go before my Celesteela. So that Porygon 2, not mint speed. And I think it has speed, actually. So, unless this was quiet Celesteela, I actually don't remember. I'm going to go into Crocodile here. I could go into Fini, but I don't want to risk going for Muddy Water because I feel like that would be the move I click because it catches the Arcanine on the switch-in. So, Crocodile comes out here. I click Tectonic Rage. I either get the KO on Porygon 2 or I get the KO on an Arcanine in the process of switching in. I get a Elite Seed off into the Muck slot, which probably will just protect here. But either way, this is looking very, very solid right here because of the fact my opponent can't do anything. Like, my opponent really can't do anything. Of course, Fini is worthless now that the Shadow Sneak does come out from Muck because that will definitely be able to pick up the knockout. We're going to see the switch out into Arcanine, yet I don't think you're... I think Tectonic Rage will still KO, if I'm being completely honest. Actually, I should have Flamethrower or double up the Porygon 2 just to... Well, it's faster anyway, so it'd be able to recover off no matter what. So I will Tectonic Rage here. It's definitely the safest play no matter what. And Ice Beam won't be able to knock out my Crocodile, which is really good in this situation. So let's see. Let's see, the moment of truth. Can you live this Tectonic Rage? Then again, this isn't Garchomp I'm used to. And this might be defensive Porygon 2? Who knows? It's under 40% though, so let's see. Can we get it? Ooh, just barely. And he gets recover off. Okay, maybe I should have taunted. I think taunt was actually a safer play because taunt, I just was worried about an Ice Beam potentially coming out. I do get the lead seed off into the Arcanine, which is good. But yeah, this isn't looking as great now. Yeah, this isn't looking as great now. So I do get recovery with Celesteela every turn, which is nice. But now I think I should have taunted turn 1. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. I should have taunted. I am starting weakening this Porygon 2 though, which is nice. Flare Blitz shouldn't be able to knock out my Celesteela yet. I don't think I want to take the chances. Mist disappears from the battlefield, which will only change anything if there's like actual Will-O-Wisp on Arcanine. I'm just gonna protect and taunt, I feel like, because it's a safe play. I definitely need Crocodile healthy, so I will just, yeah, as Arcanine protects actually. So Ice Beam probably coming out? I would imagine Ice Beam coming out. As we do protect with Celesteela, let's see what my opponent's going to go for. It's probably going to be the Ice Beam, so I could have just flamed like I wanted to, but this is alright for me. As, let's see here. Actually going to go for another recover, so this is actually pretty much ideal here, because the fact now I'm not in like an extreme speed range from this Arcanine. So, Leech Seed gonna keep getting all this health back from this Arcanine. This is looking really good. I could probably just go out into my... Yeah, this is looking really good. I can just go out into my Tapu Fini and just go for a Flamethrower, I think, and weaken the Porygon 2 a bit more. Because of the fact it can't recover, I get chip damage on the Muck if it decides to switch in. Like, all the board positioning here is mine right now. I'm really surprised my opponent hasn't gone for an Ice Beam or Crocodile. I feel like if my opponent went for like an Ice Beam and a Crocodile like earlier in the game, well, you did Ice Beam turn 1, I did switch into Fini, I forgot about that, but not going for Ice Beam there I feel like is a mistake. Going for a cover again, yeah, because now Crocodile is really healthy. Your Porygon 2 is basically useless, I feel like. I mean, you're gonna get a KO here. Flare Blitz shouldn't KO Celesteela. I don't think it does. But if it does, like, the Arcanine took recoil and the Earthquake's gonna KO anything anyway, and my Crocodile survives any attack no matter what. So either way, I'm good. Flare Blitz is gonna come out, target on the top of Fini slot, which I don't mind. We're probably gonna see an Ice Beam double up. Even if Freeze can't help my opponent, to be honest, because Crocodile just comes in, it starts sweeping. What does my opponent do? I don't see an answer. I don't see your answer. Flamethrower is gonna come out. Nice, no freeze, and let's see. Gets a crit, which might matter if Leech Seed actually does knock out the Porygon 2. I mean, I don't think it matters like how this battle would end, but it kind of makes like my job a lot easier if Porygon 2 goes down right here, because then you can't switch out into Arcanine and hope for maybe like a crit Flare Blitz or something. Okay, yeah, Porygon 2 goes down, so that's a bit unfortunate, because I feel like my opponent maybe wants to switch out Arcanine the following turn, slack Muck, and then have Arcanine, and maybe you could crit everything with Flare Blitz, have your Berry activate on my Earthquake because of the fact that my Crocodile's intimidated. You crit the Crocodile, my Celesteela isn't able to knock you out, or maybe you dodge a Leech Seed and then Flare Blitz crits your Celesteela again. But yeah. But now I just get my Crocodile in. Arcanine's in range of Earthquake, cannot switch out. Muck is not in range of Earthquake, but it will be in range of my Earthquake. Plus Flamethrower I think is better. Yeah, and -2. I think Flamethrower is better. And that should be a good game. I don't see how my opponent actually wins. Maybe Muck has a Fighting type move. Maybe has Brick Break. I don't know. Could have Brick. But Brick Break's not going to do too much even with a crit. Well, I guess maybe Arcanine protects. Muck goes for crit Brick Break. Gets a crit Brick Break. Is able to survive. Shadow Sneak plus Extreme Speed is able to knock out my Crocodile. But even then, I feel like we're still good. As Earthquake, just going to be able to finish off the Arcanine. And yeah, Flamethrower's going to be able to knock out the Muck. So my opponent actually had 0 chances of winning this game. So, good game to my opponent. It's faster. Everything's faster than Celesteela. I gotta check if it's min speed. It might actually be min speed. I didn't think it was. Flamethrower going to be able to knock out the Muck though. And that'll be a good game to my opponent. So, 4 battles for today's episode. Anyway, so we get 4 battles in today's episode, 1 loss in the beginning, and then 3 wins in a row. I think that was okay. I feel like, yeah, I feel like it was just that one turn that made the difference. I feel like the difference between going for Ice Beam and a Crocodile that one turn instead of going for recover once again. Like, the first recover definitely didn't make sense, but I feel like I also made a choke play when not going for taunt into that Porygon 2 because it covered the Arcanine switching the other slot. And I forgot that I wasn't double targeting the Porygon 2, and also Porygon 2 was faster than myself still anyway. So no matter what, I still feel like even though I won, I could have made some better plays that could probably secured the game no matter what. I think same for my opponent. I feel like if my opponent went for like an Ice Beam that one turn, it could have just made all the difference, unless the Arcanine didn't have extreme speed. But hope everyone enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please leave a like down below. It really shows your support. As well as you can check out my other stuff on my social medias. You can check out the team down below if you want to check out the QR code, the blog, or if you want to go give Ryota a follow. Otherwise, I hope everyone has an amazing day, and I will see you around in another video.